All right, here's some head trash that almost everyone has, and I'm going to tell you what it is and how to avoid it. Okay, here's the head trash. When I'm talking to a prospect, I want to make sure they know everything about my company and everything about this product I'm selling because it's my job as a product expert to let them know all the bells and whistles and everything they can expect with our product or our service. So here's what happens as a result of that. A good salesperson might get in the door. They might use all kind of clever ways to get in the door and get this appointment with this very important person. And they might do some great bonding up front and, kind of get to know the person. And they're kind of getting along pretty well. They're starting to develop a little bit of trust, and maybe they, share some bonds somehow. Maybe they know some of the same people. So far, so good. Now we go do some discovery. So we're asking some good questions, some probing questions, and we're figuring out what's really going on at this person's company and what their problems are. And then we get to a solution step where we can say, hey, this is how we can help you solve that problem. So everything's going along pretty well. And then out of the blue, the customer goes, that sounds real good, John. We'd like to go forward with your product. Okay, this is what you got to watch out for. That's a really good thing that's just happened. But our head trash for many of us is, well, gosh, he kind of said yes too quickly because we haven't told him about the money-back guarantee. We haven't shared our references with him. We hadn't told him what we're working on in R&D for the future. All these things that I know all about that I want to share with him to make sure he understands everything about our company. If I start talking about those now, here's what happens. So Bill, we're glad you want to get it, but before we execute the contract, you need to know that we're working on some great features that are coming out next year in our lab. It's going to be even better. I can tell you about those too. And I've got some references you can talk to if you're at all concerned about how this works in your industry. So those are a couple of things you might throw out there. They might backfire on you, right? He might say references. I know those people. I would never want to use what they use. They're horrible. They cheated us one time. Or R&D, those features sound so good, I don't think I want to change my business process yet. I'll wait until that new feature comes out in a year. So anything you say after they give you the order can only mess things up. So here's what you do. When they say, John, I think we want to go forward with this, you completely change out of your salesman mentality. You are now an order processor. And you say something like, that's great, thank you very much. How do you normally get things started around here? Contract, purchase order, what do you prefer? Or you could say, great, the first thing we got to do, our people are incredibly busy, and yours are too. Let's get it on the schedule. Let's go ahead and put it on the schedule now so we can have it all ready to go and installed when you want to get it done. So you want to go right into order processing, and you're no longer a salesperson. So that's the head trash for today. Stop selling once you get the order. Don't kill your sale. That's what people do sometimes. Very easy tip. Just stop selling when you get the order. Take the order, process it, move along.